Please note, these specific designs of Microsoft Sam and Company are property of AngusArt Entertainment, and may not be used in outside projects without permission or proper credit.
AngusArt Entertainment has rated this video A14. It contains language, both in voice and in print, which may not be suitable for younger viewers. Discretion is therefore advised.
My video sound system goes on back on back on back on back la 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 on back on back on back on back swah 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 on back on back on back nail 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 on back on back on back swah 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 raffle 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 raffle.
Well, are you sure he's in here?
Of course, this is how he does things in order to make his entrance. See what I mean? That's how he rolls.
O Dark Lord, you have summoned for us. Thy bidding shall be heard, thy task shall be done.
With all due respect, O Dark One, the scrolls that show how it's done were rendered obsolete and ruined after millennia in storage.
The lackeys stored them poorly, like putting film in a hot sauna.
It was those fools in that studio. They saw right through us.
They saw through you is more like it. Rushing in without a plan.
At least I took some action. What about that little shit who turned the psycho drill against me?
Oh yes, a kick to the shin, that's very vengeful. Why not just go for the crotch and have done with it?
And how has this agent fared in the hunt so far?
At last, the time is nearly here.
Once we get the word, we strike. Those worthless souls are as good as ours.
Everyone is present and accounted for. Sam, ready for another year-end review?
You bet I am, Skibidi. Ready to give 2023 the big send-off. Everyone paired up and selections sorted.
We really have a mixed bag of goodies this year, singles and series.
Mixed bag of goodies? You picked a fine time to start eating your Halloween candy, Mike. Hog 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 hog.
And of course, we should check with Simon about this year's trivia question. Gotta have that too, you know.
That is correct, Anna. Hello to everyone out there. Simon here, and this year's trivia question deals with not one, but two milestones that AngusMcTavish has achieved. That brings us to our question to you. What two milestones were reached during 2023? Of course, the answers will be revealed after all the monthly selections.
Thank you, Simon. Now, Let's all get into pairs and get this party started. Who's up first?
I'll forego the who's on first routine so that we can get right on things. Ready, James?
Absolutely, Hazel, ready to roll.
Excellent. Hello, I am Microsoft Hazel, and James and I kick this year's summary off with a few images that make up a series. A month of alphabet lore.
The popular series of short videos by Mike Salcedo became a full-length feature in 2022, and with a new chapter starting for the new year, it inspired Angus to try some satire. It started with production logos, like the V character representing Viacom's classic V of Doom, followed by the snake-like S for Screen Gems. Other ideas would come to mind, but he jumped right to another cross-reference, by making the A sit with a shocked look on its face, much like Patrick Star from the SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
Salcedo's new chapter would start the number lore, as visitors in a flying calculator arrive on the letters Z planet, and with the first sight of number 1, it didn't take much to unleash a spoof with a bunch of ones, one of them playing the saxophone. Get it? We are number 1. Incidentally, one logo idea that Angus had, did not make the DeviantArt page, as he couldn't quite get the makeup job right for W, striped for the 1970s Warner Brothers Communications logo.
I keep forgetting that Z is also called Z in some places of the world.
Oops, that's right, you caught me on that one. We know it's Planet Z in the videos, but we're so used to Z, given where we're from.
And now for February. Ready there, you two?
Yes, Uncle, we're all set to go.
I am ready as well, and Susan can start this one.
Why, thank you, George. Hello, and yes, I am Microsoft Susan, and with George, we bring you February's favorite. Let me do it for you, Charlie Brown. This all started with short videos by many. The running gag are those beautiful borsoi dogs, the kinds with the long noses. Though in these animated memes, the dogs extend their noses to help their owners with hard-to-reach items, among other uses.
And although Snoopy is Charlie Brown's beagle, he certainly has surprised his owner countless times over the years, so what's one more little stunt, like reaching with his own nose, up into the kite-eating tree, trying to free it from the branches? See, Charlie Brown. If you had a normal dog, like everybody else, you would truly be out of luck.
Great job, you two. You make quite the team, I must say.
Thanks, Auntie. This past year went really well for us, so it was our idea to pair up for this one.
Hee, I enjoyed it too, George.
I think this could be the start of a cute, beautiful friendship for those two. Okay, so who's next?
That's our cue. Hello, Microsoft Mark here, and with my friend Eva, we bring you the hit selection for the month of March. Invader Fawful. For those who don't know, the character of Fawful made appearances in select games featuring Mario and his brother Luigi, including a major part in Bowser's Inside Story, as well as Bowser's Minions. One interesting aspect for Fawful is that when presented in North America, his speech is in chaotic tones, often spouting gibberish or broken English.
Angus had heard of this character in the past, and the strange lines and quotes he'd seen reminded him of another chaotic character, Nickelodeon's own, Invader Zim. In fact, he started hearing these lines in his head, as if Zim himself would shout them. The iconic, "I have fury," is seen here, in the same kind of font used in Zim's series.
That's not a bad idea, really. Next time Mario gets a series, or even the movie sequel, they should talk with Richard Stephen Horvitz. I think he'd have fun voicing that crazy character.
All he needs is one of Bowser's minions to sound like Grr, and you got yourself some 2001 flashbacks.
I agree, I remember those Zim cartoons, and the early ones were out.
Indeed. And now, we're next. Hello, Microsoft Sam here, and with the help of Raid Overseer Scotty, we bring you a video game crossover that had a touch of classic, set in something relatively new. Chef Pepeye Goes Spaghetnik. I am Chef Pepeye Goes Spaghetnik, and you are playing the...
Hold it. You are not calling it what I think you're calling it.
You will have to excuse us for the voiceovers. We wanted one of those AI sites, like Fake You, but some voices aren't the best quality.
With a popularity kicking in for Pizza Tower, it wasn't long before clips, memes, and other things began to surface. Angus hadn't played it, but he knew an opportunity was there for the taking. And take it, he did. By putting Sonic the Hedgehog's nemesis in place of the main chef character.
The game is called Pizza Tower. Then what did Sonic assume Robotnik would say? Wait a minute. Never mind. I think I know.
You had to take a moment to think about it.
Pinwis Tower. It wasn't that hard to guess. Get it? Pinwis. Hard. Raffle. God damn it. Right in the pinwis. Now.
For heaven's sake, Sam. Get a hold of yourself.
What do you think I'm doing now?
Well, it looks like ice pack time again. Sit tight, Sam, I shall be back.
As Nurse Catherine left to get an ice pack for Sam, Mary took the time to apologize for kicking him. She did remind him, however, that there is a time and place for those kinds of jokes. Catherine returned with Sam's ice pack, and the art summary continued.
Okay, now that everything is settled, we're up, Johnny.
Ready to roll like bacon in a bun. Sorry. But yes, I am Johnny Bacon Baker, and together with Sydney, we bring you May in the mix of more lore with an old standard. That. Those who remember older memes may recall one that featured Tom, the cat, from Tom and Jerry, peeking around a construction site. Or wherever that was. Anyhow, Angus had an old paint-made template for other characters, and he used it after so many years, just to make it look like the letter F from alphabet lore was out looking for trouble.
If I see that fucking F one more time, you get the idea. Anyway, upon putting the F character into the image, it was experimented as to whether to give the F more dimension or not. In the end, Angus left it as a 2D character, as having a squared nose just didn't look right to him. Wait a minute. Was the F still a bad guy or not? I've seen the latest number lore chapters, but not sure whether or not he's reverted back.
Yeah, good question. He seemed a bit jerky at one point, but we'll see what happens when the next installments turn up.
He's a bad guy. Duh.
Billie Eilish, 2019.
And on that paraphrased note, hello, I am Microsoft Catherine, and Beulah and I are here to discuss June's selection. Why? Both. The whole reason Angus got into DeviantArt in the first place was that he was egged on by those in the South Park Studios website forums to join, after seeing a number of his early works based on that program.
In June, Angus was going back to his roots with some inspiration. There were 2 sets of viral videos with people trying promotional food items with supposedly disastrous results. Angus had put the 2 ideas together for a new way for South Park's own Jenny McCormick to pay the price. To the right, you see the Spider-Man Spider-Verse Whopper as had been advertised from Burger King. To the left, the Grimace Shake, having been offered by McDonald's to celebrate the birthday of one of their other mascots.
Oh my god! They killed Jenny.
You bastards.
Well, I doubt the combination of those food items would cause those kinds of problems, but why order 2 different things from 2 different restaurants?
That's South Park for you, Catherine. Some things just don't make sense at all, and that's how it's supposed to be.
Is everything alright in here? We heard some shouting, and we got here as fast as we could. I pray we're not too late.
It's alright, Reverend. Janitor Jack, everyone is fine.
You must have heard Scotty and Mike, as we were looking through some of this year's art images.
Oh, that's a relief. And I almost forgot about today being Art Summary Day. Darn my old age. Are we in time?
Actually, Jack, you and the Reverend are just in time.
You go ahead and start, Jack. I'll finish up as soon as my nerves settle. I will get right on it, Reverend. Hello to all. I am Janitor Jack, and the Reverend Humor and I are here to talk about July's entry. Toilet, NG. It all started when a new meme popped up in videos made with either Garry's mod or Source Filmmaker, the gag being about a human head jutting out of a moving toilet, all the while step singing. Angus used Garry's mod and the model of the Team Fortress 2 engineer to do a little bit of satire, especially where the scat was concerned. Where the original is a Skibidi, yes, this version comes with a Skibidi, nope caption. There was just one problem while doing this. While some models may have the ability to stretch limbs, or in this case, the neck, Angus couldn't figure out how it was done. Fortunately, he also had models of just the heads of the TF2 classes, and there, it was easy to stretch what neck there was. The original image did so well that Angus also made some new images for it, just so he could have one specially made for avatars and chat emotes.
How did that original toilet meme come to be, anyway?
I have a better question. Why were the two of you so worried on the way in here?
I had received word about a disturbance in town. While we succeeded in sealing off the portal that those demons used some time ago, something else had found another way through.
What? Another demon?
Is this one just as menacing?
Or just as annoying?
Despair not, everyone. I have been keeping watch on things, and so far, the being has not revealed itself unto anyone.
Wow, nice entrance.
Whoa. I don't think we've ever seen the eyes before.
What, did you really think all there was of me was a giant pointing hand? But to be serious, at this point, I ask you all not to worry. While it would be better to vanquish the threat before anything happens, I must see what follows, so that I can take care of everything all at once.
I get it, that makes sense. If the one being is truly part of a larger problem, the whole thing can be conquered once more is revealed.
Correct, George. In the meantime, we will be keeping watch for any activity.
Thank you. I should know better than to fear when we have you on our side.
You are welcome, Reverend. And now, I must go and keep watch for any other disturbances, but know this, that I will help thee overcome. Blessed art thou all.
He's right, Reverend. With his watch over everything, no force they can throw at us will go unnoticed.
Indeed, Susan. I do feel better already, remembering this. May his watch be ever vigilant, and may we never fall under evil forces. Amen.
And with that, I think we can resume things. Mary, are you all set?
I sure am. Hi everyone, Microsoft Mary here, and for August, Mike and I will bring up one of the very few ideas that were presented. Cookie Mon. The premise to this one was indeed basic, but it worked. Imagine a popular Muppet, setting out from Sesame Street, with one purpose to fulfill. To become the greatest cookie baker of all. Or was it the best cookie taster, seeing as how the slogan at the bottom reads, "Gotta eat 'em all."
To really go all out with what little he had for it, Angus added a few details to make Cookie Monster look more like an ambitious new trainer. Baker. Taster. Whatever the idea, the head and designed ball were added for more of a feel. Though I gotta wonder. In Pokemon, you have over 1,000 different species. How many different cookie flavors are out there?
Now that's a question for the ages. The usual kinds, gourmet kinds, organic, so many possibilities, if you look for variations.
I think we better move on to the next month before we all get hungry. David, go ahead and start this one.
Will do. Hello, I am Microsoft David and Zira, and I will bring up what turned out to be the only image that got uploaded in September. Beak blasted. It's not often that Angus had done things with the characters from the popular video game series, Five Nights at Freddy's, but there are some significant ones. Last year, he went the fun time route, by making versions of Freddy and his puppet, Bon Bon, but more anthropomorphic, rather than the usual animatronic. It was followed earlier this year by Foxy, from the same line, and presented the same way.
After those attempts, it was only a matter of time before trying the same kind of technique with Chica. This time, however, it was decided to go with the toy line version, the one that has been known to lose her beak as an animatronic. But once again, going anthropomorphic, we have a version of her, but the beak isn't missing. It's almost as if the security guard shot her in the face, trying to defend himself, with results reminiscent of Daffy Duck in the famous Chuck Jones Hunter trilogy, with Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd.
Well, that's one way to keep the critters at bay. Still, it seems pretty despicable.
Yes, you have a good point, Abby.
But you said this was the only upload for the month. Any reason in particular?
The summer was a pretty busy one for Angus, his schedule played into part of that.
Little by little, there would be more time to try some ideas. Isn't that right, Harvey?
That's true, Richard. Hello everyone, this is Harvey Zilf, and with Microsoft Richard, we're bringing you one such idea from October. One put up in time for that time of the year. Halloween. The Dark Squid. Every year, it's the challenge of putting two aspects together, ones that hadn't been done for a Halloween reading before. In this case, enter Squidward tentacles, decked out in a Batman suit that may resemble his earliest appearances in 1939, or in more recent movies.
While having the Bat-Squid crossover idea was the original intention, why not mix it up? That's exactly what ended up happening. Not only does SpongeBob end up joining Squidward in costume, he picked the wrong decade, by dressing up as Robin, from the 1960s Batman television series.
Holy time warp Batman! That is rather amusing, though, SpongeBob, going that route when he already has a favorite superhero.
That's true, and I can see how that would go, and Squidward would probably lose his mind, having to be Barnacle Boy.
The dialogue in that greeting cracks me up. Well, Michael, shall we take it from here?
Absolutely. Hello, I'm Lernout and Hobsky Michael, and because of what was picked for November, my sister Michelle and I will try to do this, in a manner that best fits the image. Sam I am. YLKPDY. It starts with a template from long ago, one used for spoofing, and it was used so. You know it from SpongeBob, that kelp-eating grin, from Just One Bite, the episode it was in. So many characters were given this face, soon it popped up all over the place. Lately, ideas were harder to find, but after a while, a new one came to mind.
It had been used here, it had been used there. You'd swear it was used just about everywhere. But something was absent, something amiss. Where else can we use a template like this? Then one day it happened, inspiration had hit. A Dr. Seuss character could likely use it. He looked to the story of green eggs and ham, and gave the sponge grin, to one Sam I am. The image was faved like we couldn't believe. A good few, but oh, the faves it would receive.
You say you don't like them, and claim that it's true, but you like green eggs and ham, don't you?
That was fantastic. Great job, the both of you.
Thank you, Scotty. Though I'm afraid the talk about green eggs and ham got my appetite going again.
We're almost there. Just a few more things, then there's a year-end buffet that we can go to.
Feeling better now, Sam?
Much better, Anna. The ice pack did the trick, and I have already forgiven Mary for kicking me. I definitely learned my lesson there. Now, for December, I believe you had this one?
We do, Sam. Hi, I'm Abby, and Anna, and I close things out for the year with a December pick that may not exactly be a holiday greeting, but definitely has a certain theme. Health practice. Holy fuck! Years ago, sketches of the Disney series Phineas and Ferb were seen with funny, adult dialogue. One panel shows their sister, Candace, barging into the house, yelling for the mother and shouting an obscenity while at it. Angus had satirized it once before, in Garry's mod, with a Team Fortress 2 heavy weapons guy, calling for the medic the same way.
Another meme had surfaced in recent years, based on the 1964 holiday TV special for Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. You know the one, with the stop-motion puppets? The scene involving the elf foreman, looking for dentist wannabe, Hermes, barges into the room, shouting. The idea hit during the year, and it took months to get things prepped, but by the start of the month, Angus was ready to unleash his meme crossover to the dA world.
Not only that, but avatars were also made from this, with a close-up of the character. Just as well that he didn't make the elf foreman sound like Red Foreman from that 70s show.
Why weren't you at elf practice, you dumbass?
Hey wait. Don't click us off yet. We still have a trivia question to answer, along with some honorable mentions. That is correct, Mike. It's time to answer this year's trivia question. Again we ask, what 2 milestones were reached during 2023? The first of these happened on July 14th, when Angus celebrated the anniversary of his joining DeviantArt. He had started up on the site 15 years to that day. We see a few of the aspects that got him this far, though he thanks the watchers more than anything. Speaking of which, on November 7th, Angus received the notification of reaching 1,000 watchers. He prepared a special image for this, and gave thanks to the deviant who helped him reach that amount.
I do say, those are some cracking numbers, Simon.
Huh. That's right, he also did that rendition of you in that Aardman style, like if you were in the world of Wallace and Gromit.
Yes. And there we go.
Another year, in the books.
And no matter what may be thrown at us, we'll look to make 2024 just as fun.
You amaze me, George, ever so calm, like when we had that warning earlier.
You don't know the half of it, Susan. Did he ever tell you about how he told off an evil invader some 3 years ago?
Oh really?
Oh. It was nothing, really,
So Sam, where's this year-end buffet you were talking about? I'm starving.
I thought you'd never ask. Let's do lunch, Junior. We serve all other courses, too.
Holy smorgasbord, Batman.
Psycho drill to agents. Psycho drill to agents. Come in, agents. Do you read?
Agent to Psycho drill. I read you, loud and clear. Though it does seem weird using telepathic contact.
Another use for the horn, when powered up enough. The fact that I reached you, while you're on the outside is remarkable.
That's true. Not only that, it keeps others from hearing our conversations.
Yes. Anyway, have you found your way to the studio? Have you seen everyone there?
Affirmative. So many to choose from, so many we could torment.
Remember, you are to only pick one, and use that one, as you see fit, in order to allure the rest. Then we act when the Dark Lord opens the portal for us.
Understood. I got a few ideas, but I can't still narrow down to one. It is only the matter of which one.
What will you do when you find the one you want? Mind control? Kidnap and disguise? Or just outright sabotage?
All sound like good options. I could turn the young lady against the one who stood up to you, but that would be too easy. No, I will need another to sucker for capture.
They don't make it easy. It has to be a weakness we can use against one, then we can soften up the rest. You may be delayed some, if you're going that direction.
I understand. They need time, before they can reach this world. Take the time you need. Once I find my target, you'll know. And when the time is ripe, everyone will be sent to their doom. Count on it.
This has been a presentation of AngusMcTavish Entertainment. Thanks for watching.